Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here. Welcome back to another episode of the Sevilla Save Hero Football Manager 2021. We've had to change the formation. This is probably the worst run we've had in a while. FM has done what FM does. FM has done what FM does, and sometimes you're doing well with a specific formation, and then FM just kind of likes to go, no, this is not going to keep working like this, and you're not going to keep doing that. Let's look at the results. Since the Atletico draw, we've played 3 games. 3 games, and we've lost all 3. The first one coming against Real Zaragoza, in a game where we had 20 shots, 7 on target, an XG of 1.84. They had an XG of 0.5. They scored both shots on target. Football Manager, why are you doing this to me again? And they get a victory. We just weren't good enough in front of goal, and they scored 2 breakaway goals. Buffon has had a horrendous time in net. Welcome back, Soriano, as quickly as you get back, please, my friend. On to Dynamo. They had a player sent off. 19 shots, 8 on target. XG of 2.0. Didn't score a single goal. Dynamo, once again, scored with their first shot on target. And I just... I don't know, at this stage, I feel like you've got to change formation. You have to, when this happens on FM, we've all been there. Happens to us all, right? It does happen to us all. The first shots on targets, the poor run of form. We haven't won in, 6 games? It happens. It happens to us all. And you have to figure out how to change that. Roll on Villarreal. 4 shots, 3 on target, scoring all 3 on target. 14 shots, 9 on target. We scored 2. We had to change formation to what we're going to be using today. To get back into the match. Had several chances for Naziri at the end of the match, which he missed all of them. And we end up coming away with a 3-2 defeat to Villarreal. So this really does put us in a horrendous position now in the Liga Santander. This is the worst time to have this run of form. It's nearly a 10-point gap now. It's nearly a 10-point gap between us and Villarreal. There's not that many games left. There's 9 games left. I'm not sure we close it. I'm not sure we get Champions League football. I think it's gone because we still play Barcelona. We still play Real Madrid. I don't think we beat those sides. So I have to be honest with you. I do not think we'll get top 4. I don't know if we'll get sacked. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. I'm not going to try and pretend, oh no, we didn't get sacked. It is what it is. It happens on this kind of game. If we get sacked, we get sacked. And, we lose in the Europa League second knockout round against Zagreb. They might just sack us there and then, to be honest with you. So we have an opportunity here, right? If we could beat Zagreb and then we beat Deportivo and Levante, we put ourselves back on the right track coming into the Barcelona game. So it's really important now what happens in these next couple of games. So this is the formation as I showed you. This is how we're going to be playing. Now, I have realized doing Amadora on stream. If you're not following the Twitch stream, link down below. Also, if you're not subbed to the channel, sub. Also, if you like the video, like it. And that's where we're at. So I've noticed with playing with Amadora, the more bodies I have central, the more damage I do. So the more players I have in those central positions, the more damage I do, which makes me think maybe a narrower formation, although we're going to play really wide, because I want them to stretch the play. I want them to play wide and run into wide areas. But playing really a narrow formation where you're going to have Ronnie Lopez, Mata, Gomez, Bo, and Barrenechea all trying to mess up their back line, that might work. That might work. This is a formation I haven't played on FM in probably about 3 years, but I think the way the game works this year, the more you can overload the centre of the park, the better luck you have. Because with Amadora, at the moment, we play 2 up top with a cam, a DM, and then 2 wingers, inverted wingers going. So we've got so many bodies that float central. This is the same principle. On the attack, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players attacking kind of centrally. They're going to be in and around the box area, which should overload the defence, and hopefully that yields goals, because our biggest issue right now is goals. It's certainly not the way we're playing. We're outplaying everyone we play. We outplayed Villarreal massively. We're not getting goals. So 2 up top. I am dropping Naziri for this one. It feels weird to drop him for this one, but I'm definitely dropping him. He's been awful recently. Ocampos, I am going to retrain to play Cam. He can play it. I mean, he's a winger at the moment, but he can play it. So don't worry about the wingers that we've already got at the club. They're going to be retrained to play into this formation, if it works. It might not work. It's just a theory in my head that when I build a formation, I look at where do I overload on the pitch. And when I started coming together with this, I knew where we were going to overload. I was going to carbon copy Amadora, but I don't think it best used the fact of all the central midfielders we have, you see. I'd only use a cam and a DM, and these guys would be wingers. So I felt like with all the central midfielders we've got, and actually our wingers can be retrained. Like Adrissi can play up top, I reckon. If we look at Adrissi, I can retrain him to play up top quite comfortably. Yeah, he easily could play advanced forward. So that's what we will do if this formation works. I'll do the training on him now. So none of the wingers are like, yeah, we've got to sell them because it won't work. But Naziri will be on the bench. But they do reckon Barrenechea is a pretty decent striker. So do you know what? We're just going to chuck this one out there and we're going to start with him. I'm not going to start with Delaney, though. I'm going to start with Rakitic. And then I'm going to put Delaney on the bench for Amadou, and that's what we're going to do. Christiansen can play there, but he's going to play at centre-back today. Or is he? No, we'll play Christiansen. And that's going to be the starting 11, and hopefully we get a win here. And this is really signals the turnaround of our season. If we don't get a win here, we might get sacked, which is embarrassing, but it happens, man. I don't mind. This is all trial and error. It's learning stuff. The first shot on target thing has irritated me a little bit there, but it kind of is what it is, isn't it? The team have been playing so well, just not putting sides away, and we've conceded sloppily. Having Buffon in net has not been good. It's not been a fun time, and it's caused us a lot of problems, actually, to be 100% honest with you. It's a huge mistake from me thinking that Buffon would be good enough as the backup. He doesn't take many shots on target and concedes them. We'll just see how this game goes. I have no idea how it's going to go. The boys aren't overly particular with this style of football, so I don't know if it's going to suit them. But we'll just see how we get on. We do need to score 2 goals. Obviously, we didn't get an away goal. And we'll just see how we get on, as Dynamo are going to have the opening highlight here. We are on a bad run of form as well, which we do need to remember. And that bad run of form may lead us to have a poor performance here, as Orsic, again, easy peasy, and look at Buffon there for the save. This is our issue at the moment. It's conceding goals. I mean, it was too easy for him to play that ball through, and I'm not quite sure what Buffon was trying to do to save it. I'm just not, and I'm kind of at my wit's end where defensively what to do with the team at the moment. I've tweaked, I've changed stuff, I've tried to fix stuff, and it just hasn't worked. See if we could get ourselves back into this, but we need 2 goals now, and I'm just not sure the team can do it. I've got to be 100% honest with you. I've lost a lot of faith in the team over these last couple of games, that the FM is probably just going to stick us on this run of form, and I kind of felt like this was going to be the scenario. I kind of felt like this was going to happen going into it. I just had that feeling. You know, when you're playing the game and you kind of get that feeling, don't you, that things aren't going to go your way, and it hasn't gone our way. The next highlight, we haven't had a highlight yet, let's remember that, and the next one there is for Dynamo, and for me, I do feel like it's game over in this match. You never know, but I mean, look at that. What's my defender doing there? So easy for them at the moment. It's just very disappointing to see the team that has had patches of good form this year actually be so dreadful down this final stretch. Well, the game is just going on here and absolutely nothing's happening. I'm going to go very attacking, but I mean, at this stage in the game, I'm not really expecting, I suppose, anything to happen. Ronnie Lopez now, though. If we get a goal back, there's an opportunity, but they've got the away goal. We need 3. And I know we're not going to score 3 because we haven't been able to score recently, even if we've had great chances. I'm not going to make any subs. Whoever's out there on the pitch now can just deal with the situation we put ourselves in. And we are going to be knocked out here of the Europa League in the first knockout round for us. We obviously didn't play in the first knockout round because we finished top of our group comfortably. And here we have massively underperformed. Now, this is lovely. This is how I wanted us to play all match. It's not happened. And even then, we can't score the goal. You couldn't have been cleaner through. And we still cannot put the ball in the back of the net at the moment, boys. And there we go. We're out. And I suppose we deserve to be out, do we? We just can't finish. It's beyond me at the moment what's going on with us going forward. We've just got nothing. We've got absolutely nothing in terms of attacking. That will be that. I mean, a terrible result for us. A very, very terrible result. The team are doing badly. We've now got Gomez out with an injury. And, well, here we go. They want to discuss our future. And it doesn't surprise me, to be honest. I think this could be the end of the series, boys, which is a shame. It is a shame, but I mean, there's not much more I can do here at this moment in time. We've literally gone on a 4-game run where the opposition just score everything and we just can't do anything. Everything that we've been doing the entire season doesn't work now, apparently. I'm going to say I've been really unlucky, am I not? I'm going to say we've had a difficult run of games. Take the hard run of fixtures. Do you know how to improve? I hope you can afford me some time. We're prepared to give you some time. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, boys. But I'm pretty much in the mindset now that we're gone in terms of the job. And we should be, because we haven't achieved what we... I mean, it's a little bit Spurs-esque, but it's embarrassing, this run that we've gone on here, lads. And it all stems from... You know, I mean, we hit red-hot form here, and then it's just fallen apart. We can't beat Valladolid. You know, we can't beat Real Zaragoza. I had Real Zaragoza bottom of the league of La Liga. You know, we can't beat them. We can completely outperform them, but we can't beat them. Dynamo Zagreb, 2-1-0 defeats. Had nothing for them and did nothing against them, really. And 3-1 defeat, 3-2 defeat to Villarreal. So I think that's the job gone, I have to be honest. But there will be another episode, and we'll just see what happens. See if I can turn the form around. Maybe I need to turn the game off and on again, just so it realises, you know, that we have been good at football this season. But it's just a shame. This run has basically sunk us. This run, does it highlight them? No, apparently it doesn't highlight them like they normally do. But that run of games right there has absolutely sunk us this season. And it's a little bit devastating because it looked, for all intensive purposes, like this was going to be a really good season for the club and a really good season for us in terms of the series. But, I mean, what can you do? I mean, there's been some big games in there, might I add. Atletico Madrid twice, Villarreal, you know, 4th in the league. They're not an easy side, but when you pick apart some of the easier teams, we certainly should have beaten Zagreb, to be honest with you. So we'll see. I'll probably fiddle around with some stuff tactically and see if we can get the boys working. This probably wasn't the right way to go. It was just in my brain. I was thinking if we overload in the middle of the park, it might give us the opportunity. It didn't on the day, and it probably didn't because the team aren't used to playing it. We probably will go back to the tried and trusted, but the tried and trusted at the moment hasn't been working. Anyway, boys, I appreciate the spot as per usual. Hopefully, we will still be firmly in control. If we get top 4, we'll be absolutely fine. I don't see that happening. I will see you in the next one where hopefully I'll be bringing you more with Sevilla.